Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory goes on to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and many blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel, men, women, and children. Shalom. I'm back out here once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai to prophesy the destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, and to feed the lambs of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. You're not black, you're not Mexican, you're not Native American, as the oppressor calls you, but you are of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. And Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is coming back the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which Lord one, we're a part of that number. So with that being said, I'm just going to kick it off. Lots going on around the world. You have these catastrophic events. We know Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is causing these floods, these earthquakes, these wildfires to occur on earth. And we see the deterioration here in America, Babylon the Great. Because according to prophecy, Babylon the Great, the whore that ride upon the beast, will be burned with fire. So I'm just going to go to the book of Isaiah. This is Isaiah 14 in verse 1. It says, "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob." Verse 2. "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." Okay, and that's pretty much the end of the movie, pretty much. Okay, the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes, all right, we're going to rule over our oppressors. That includes Esau, Edom, and the rest of the heathen nations. Okay, because as right now, the heathens are fulfilling prophecy. You have these upcoming World War III, right? That's on the rise. You see Vladimir Putin more on the news, right? You see Zelensky, you see these generals, commanders, right? They have these meetings, NATO, the EU, right? So everything is intensifying according to prophecy, because our Lord talked about what? Wars. Like it says in Matthew, wars and rumors of wars. Right, kingdom against kingdom, right? So everything is being built up for this upcoming war. Okay, but at the end of the day, when they get their armies prepared, because that's basically what they're doing right now. They're preparing for this war that's getting ready to pop off. And Yahweh Shai, the angels, the chariots, is going to come and break shot on these armies, man. And that's in the book of Isaiah 34. Because that's where our Lord is going to come. That's what he's coming to do. He's going to conquer the heathens in their armies. Let me get this Isaiah 34 real quick. And then I'll bounce back to Isaiah 14. This is Isaiah 34 and 1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it." Isaiah 34 and 2. "For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Isaiah 34:4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. All their hosts shall fall down as a leaf fall off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. And that's going into that destruction, right? That mushroom cloud, but also the heathens, they're going to be completely taken down by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? And you know, like right now, you have the BRICS nations, okay? Russia, India, China, South Africa, and I think Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. Prayers can correct me on that. But you have the BRICS alliance. Pretty much, they're going away from the U.S. dollar, because they see that, and basically, the U.S. dollar is pretty much deteriorating, right? But eventually, that new currency that's going to come out, the MOTB, all right, everything, you see that everything is going digital. They're talking about digital IDs. They're talking about CBDCs. Okay, and pretty much what that's going to cost. And then they're talking about the BRICS currency, which they're going to pretty much cause hyperinflation here in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, because I believe it's called Project Sandman, where they're going to completely dump the U.S. dollar all at once, right? So, hey, America, hey, it's done for. America has ran this course, but ultimately that's going to transition into World War III, because the nations got to stay home and fight. They got to fight China, Russia. Which Russia, hey, they're gonna be the main ones. They're gonna be the key players that's gonna participate in World War III. Like it says in Ezekiel 38, right? Gog and Magog, right? And that Russia is gonna be a guard to these nations. You got Ethiopia, right? Libya, like Persia, which is Iran, right? So Russia is gonna be a guard to these nations. So then, you know, hey, Russia, all these different nations, they don't care about America, bro. You can put sanctions on them, they're not gonna give a shit. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna shoot their arrows over here, or their missiles, okay, over here in this landmass of America. Okay? Which that's gonna mark the end of Esau's kingdom. And Esau Edom knows this. He knows that if these nations all come together, that's it. That's his ass. His ass gonna be grass, man, and he knows that. That's why he's trying to really trying to prevent these nations to come together. That's basically what Esau Edom's trying to do. Okay, he's trying to prevent Russia and China, all of them, to unite. Nah, it's all according to prophecy. They're all going to have their nuclear capabilities, and they're going to use every single missile that they have in their arsenal. So let's go back to Isaiah 14. Just a quick precept going into it, because at this point America can't do nothing, okay? Because it's at a position to where, hey, the Lord and really Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the one that's moving these nations together, okay? And they're coming up together, right? Even the U.S. allies, they're going to turn their backs on America. So everybody's going to hate America and Esau Edom, okay? Which you see that spirit all around the world, okay? These nations bucking up more and more. Why do you think that is? Okay, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is moving them, man. This is Isaiah 14, and ultimately this is all set up through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because he's going to cause these nations to fight. Because in their minds, Russia, China, the Ishmaelites, they think that they have next in rulership, but nah, the nation of Israel are the ones that's going to rule the earth, right? But the nations, they're going to be captives, right? I'm reading verse 2 again. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Right, so this is bondage that we're currently in right now. Being in this landmass called America, Babylon the Great, hey, this is hell. This is hell for us on earth. This is Esau's heaven, because this is his portion. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have put him in a position of rulership for a certain amount of time, because the Lord used Esau as a whipping stick, right, to pretty much come down upon the nation of Israel. You see, and that we'll be in captivity, we'll be scattered, right? But according to prophecy, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to get these nations to fight, and then that's when Yahushai and the chariots going to come. Which we already seen the chariots manifest themselves more and more. How much more when Yahushai comes and makes his appearance with the chariots? The same way he left when you go into the book of Acts, the first chapter. The same way he ascended up into that cloud, which that was that chariot that he ascended up upon. So in this time he's going to come in that same manner. Verse 4 says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. And the Lord is going to do that. He's going to completely crush Esau's power, his might. Okay? And that's what's coming. And the Lord is slowly doing that. Okay, that's why you see Esau's power structure constantly on a decline. Prices skyrocketing, the cost of living is going up, right? So, you know, there's so many things that's going on in America. Okay, you got these floods, you got these earthquakes going on, and we know who did it. You know who's doing it. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is doing that. You see? Because this is prophecy, all right? This is the times that we're living in right now. Okay? Like the scripture say, I'll bring plagues on Egypt as before. That's in 2nd Ezra. As a matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Because that's the Lord's doing. Lord's just plaguing this place day by day, man. Okay? You know, they already talking about blackouts. They're talking about the famine. All right, cattle being killed. Food processing plants constantly being destroyed. So we already know the times we're living in right now. That's why it says in 2nd Ezra, measured out a time diligently in itself. Okay, the world news and what we see in these articles. There was this car dealership that recently went out of business. I forget the name of it, but hey, you're seeing a lot of that too. A lot of these companies are pretty much going out of business, and more employees being laid off, because eventually there's not going to be no work. Like it says in Isaiah the 19th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, where it says there shall be no more work in Egypt. Okay, so there's going to be no work. Okay, eventually we're not going to have no jobs, right? But again, it's all according to the prophecy. Hey, this is the counsel of the Lord. This is where we're coming in. Through the spirit, the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to warn you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans about the events, the future events that's going to occur on earth, man. Like the scripture say in Proverbs, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. Because we're coming in that spirit. We're telling you what's going on. We're telling you about the MOTV technology. We're telling you about this upcoming war that's going to cause America to be destroyed. Because this is the place where people dwell carelessly. Okay? And these nations, they're going to have that thought to pretty much shoot their missiles over here. And I believe that's also in Ezekiel 38 as well. This is 2nd Ezra. So 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. 2 Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, the sword, famine, death. Like, what is it? 2 Ezra 16th chapter goes to that. Great death and mournings and evils going upon the earth. That's the times that we're living in. We're about to see some shit. Okay? The famines, the pestilence, different diseases. Like it says, I believe Jeremiah 28, where it goes into the prophets before me and before the of old prophesied against great kingdoms. Right, so the prophets, they're back doing the same thing. Okay? The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Jeremiah the 1st chapter. I have sanctified thee and ordained thee to be a prophet unto the nations. I'm gonna grab a quick precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Okay, and it's the same thing now. We're telling you about the evils that is going to come, the pestilence, the famine, right? Like it says in 2 Ezra, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. This is coming over here to the States, okay? Just like in other places, right, around the world, what do you see? Uproars. You see earthquakes. You see floods, right? You see these laws being passed, right? And eventually, hey, America, hey, it's going to get hit pretty hard. Okay? But that's why the Lord has set up men to tell you about these things. Because it's prophecy. Okay? So going back to, that was a quick precept, but I'm going back to 2 Ezra 15. I read verse 5 against this. For behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hopeful works are fulfilled. Right, wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. And who's the one that's pushing wickedness all throughout the four corners of the earth? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, he's pushing that alphabet agenda. He's pushing out these draconian laws, trying to take away rights from us, rights, because he's going to try to shut us down because the truth's coming out. Okay, but see, the whole earth lies in wickedness. That's why you see these people, they're perplexed, they're bugged out, you know, because of the ruler, right? The elites, okay, which they're the ones, they have control of the music, the food, right? Everything, all the resources that they have, right, is given out to them. Like it says in Job 9:24, the earth's been given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, so the wicked is in rulership right now. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will bring down the kingdom of the Edomites. Verse 7, it says, Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So again, Yahweh Shai Shai is bringing the plagues here in this spiritual Egypt and Sodom. Like it says in Revelation the 11th chapter, the place that's called spiritual Sodom and Egypt. And America is that place. Okay, that great city. You see? But it's also called spiritual Egypt. Okay? And Yahweh Shai Shai is going to destroy this spiritual Egypt. But the Lord is bringing the plagues here. Like you read about in Exodus, right? When Moses was turned, they turned the water to blood, right? The frogs, right? So, hey, the Lord is bringing hella plagues here in this place called America. Okay. Let's go to. That's on that second Ezra's. Proverbs. This is Proverbs 22 and verse 3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, the prudent man foreseeth the evil. A prudent man is somebody that look or take thought of the future, right? So the men of the Lord, they're taking thought of the future events that's going to occur over here in America, Babylon the Great, right? They foresee the evil. They know what's getting ready to happen. That's why, like it says in 2 Corinthians, where it says, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Okay, we're telling you about the evil days that's going to come. Like it says in Ezekiel, I believe it's the 7th chapter, and evil and only evil is come. Okay, there's not going to be no peace. There's not going to be no mirth. Like it says in Isaiah, the 24th chapter, where it says the mirth will cease. Okay, so all the partying, the clubbing, the drinking, all that's going to cease real soon, man. Okay, you won't be able to go to these parties and, you know, different events that America holds here. Now, you're not going to be able to have access to those places because everything is going to shut down. And they already talking about bringing back lockdowns because the C wrong 9 is back apparently. Okay, but we know, hey, how about Shai Shai? Once again, he's in control of these devils and what they do and how they do it. Right? The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. Right? So that's it on that. So here. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 7. It says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh, by Shai Shai power, who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Okay, so it's only going to take 1 hour for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to totally destroy the whole landmass of America, Babylon the Great. Okay, and the destruction will be televised, okay, all around the world. Okay, because that is pretty much the future for America, because America don't have no future, right? America is not going to be healed. America is not going to stand, okay? Because though, like right now, society is still functioning. You still got certain companies that are still open. You got the stores, right? Food, jobs, but eventually, real soon, it's going to come a time where there's not going to be no work. There's not going to be no food on the shelves, no water, right? Because again, the scriptures talk about famine, and the Lord is the one that's going to bring this famine, okay, to America, right? But really, it's going to affect throughout. It's going to take effect all throughout the world. I want to get another precept. I think it's Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 15. It says, So it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break your staff of bread. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it. Okay, so scriptures talk about that famine that's going to come. Famine is on the rise. All right, I believe that's also in Isaiah, the 3rd chapter, where it talks about he will break the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. So the Lord is the one that's going to break that food supply. Real quick, let's go to 2nd Ezra 16. Just continue to speak about that famine. The 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18, it says, The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. 2nd Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sore famine and great confusion. Right, so the victuals was going to food, right? I did a video going into how these fast food places are giving away cheeseburgers for 50 cents or 1 cent, right? Which, you know, is all bullshit anyway. Because the scriptures even say in Ezekiel that we will eat defiled bread among the Gentiles. So the foods that we eat here in America, Babylon Great, is fucking fake. Okay? But it says victuals shall be so good cheap, right? So they're going to think in their mind, they're going to be in good case, everything's all good. But even then, it says, then shall evils grow upon earth, sore famine and great confusion, right? So while everybody's lackadaisical, they're relaxed, they're dwelling carelessly, okay? They're living deliciously. Well, guess what? Evils is going to grow, and that's what you're seeing. Evils growing, okay? And it's going to get a lot worse than this, man. Verse 22, it says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. Right, so the famine is going to be so bad that a lot of people are going to perish of famine. A lot of people, man. It's in the book of Lamentations, I believe it's the 4th chapter. Which we can grab that real quick, because it talks about you're better off being slain with a sword than being slain with hunger, because dying off of starvation, that's a slow, painful death. But like the scripture saying Isaiah 65, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Right, so the elect, they're going to be taken care of by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the elect. This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the vine, the want of the fruits of the field. Again, Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these find a way, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. So it's better for you to get shot or get stabbed than to get slain with hunger. It's like we read in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, it talks about many people shall perish of famine, right? The famine is going to be so severe, and you're going to see a lot of people drop dead because they haven't eaten anything for days, for weeks, you see? And that's another thing too, because these Americans, they don't go on a fast. So when that time comes, because you know Jake likes to eat all you can eat buffet. Oh, I like beef, I want this. Oh, I like this, I like how this look. This look good, right? But all that, all the access to food is going to be taken away from them, and they're going to lose their minds, bro. Okay? So, hey, a lot of death is going to occur in America, man. But Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai protect us from the famine, from these diseases. But that's another thing too. You got all these diseases that are being brought on the earth right now. Flesh-eating diseases, you know, so on and so forth. Let me go to you know what, let's get Isaiah 65. This is Isaiah 65 in verse 11. It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer, when I spake, ye did not hear. But the evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they have forsaken Yahweh Shema Shai. They didn't take heed to the words. They take heed to the man of the Lord. Right, so they're the ones that's going to really suffer. It's like way up to Jacob's trouble. Now, of course, the nation of Israel is going to go through a time of trouble, right? Because that's what Yahweh Shai said. There's going to be a time like never before. And that's also in the book of Daniel as well, the 12th chapter, in the first verse. Okay, because it's going to get real bad. It's going to be way worse than anything that you can think of. See? But it's verse 13. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." So the servants of Yahweh Shema Shai, they're going to be eating and drinking at that time. They're going to be rejoicing, right? I think about Elijah when the Lord commanded the ravens to feed Elijah, right? So, hey, the Lord can provide us with food, with water, so on and so forth. The Lord's going to give us what we need because, again, time's going to get so bad because Esau, Edom, he's ready to get loose, right, on our people, okay? Remember, this Esau, Edom is a sword of Yahweh Shema Shai because he's going to come with that wrath, man. You see? But also, Jake's going to go through hell, okay? Great, like I said in the second Ezra, great mysteries shall come upon the world, roughly paraphrasing, because they walked in great pride. Because a lot of you people, especially, mainly speaking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, hey, you got that prideful spirit on y'all, man. Okay, you have taken on the ways of Esau, Edom, and you're just liking onto this devil. Okay, just being proud and just like the scripture say, why is earth and ashes proud? So, hey, you got that proud, rebellious spirit on y'all, man. Okay, when we tell you about the path of righteousness, hey, you have forsaken it. Like the scripture say, walk ye the old paths. Okay, to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai, repent and humble yourselves, but you didn't want to do that, so therefore you're gonna bow down to the slaughter, as the scripture states. Okay, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, because the Lord's gonna make it to where you gonna ultimately, well, if you're still alive around that time, because the famine's gonna get people, but also you're gonna have those that's gonna take the MOTB, the mark of the beast. You see, which all roads going to lead to the MOTB. That's why everything's going digital. That's why you got these AI, these robot dogs and shit, right? Everything that you see from the CBDCs, the digital IDs, what they talk about 15-minute cities, okay? All roads lead to that device. And that's what Esau Edom is going to fully implement on earth. That's one of the major prophecies that we're talking about. Okay, why are you Christians, y'all not talking about the MOTB? Y'all talking about prosperity, right? Y'all not talking about the prophecy because y'all don't know prophecy. That's how you know that the Spirit of the Lord is not on these pastors, on these churches. Like the scripture say, the Lord does not in temples made with hands, because the Lord's not dealing with these churches. The Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is dwelling within us. Okay? The men of the Lord, the prophets. Let's see on that. This is, let's go to Judah. I think it's Judah. The 9th chapter. Yeah, it's Judah 9. This is Judah chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, "For thou hast wrought not only those things, but also the things which fell out before, and which ensue after. Thou hast thought upon the things which are now, and which are to come. Yeah, what things thou didst determine were ready at hand, and said, Lo, we are here. For all thy ways are prepared, and thy judgments are in thy foreknowledge. Okay, so everything that you see going on all throughout the four corners of earth, right, this is all according to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. This is the Lord's plan. This is his counsel, and the will of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai will be executed. You see? And that's like the scripture saying in Revelation, the spirit of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, and the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, we're telling you about the prophecies. We're telling you about the like once again, the famine, the plagues that's coming. Okay, the emo-TB technology, the Karagma, World War III. Okay, the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, and it's fastly approaching, right? That thermonuclear destruction. So let's go to is it Joel? This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Okay, we're blowing that trumpet to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. That trumpet is being blown, but people are not hearing it. Okay, that's why a lot of them, they're going to be caught up out there. This verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Verse 3, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden, before them and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. Right, so the missiles, they're the ones that's going to cause major damages, okay, to this place here in America, Babylon the Great. Right, and the Lord, he's going to visit this place, because he's already bringing the earthquakes. He's already flooding certain places, but guess what? He's going to completely, matter of fact, let's get a quick precept to that, because the Lord's not going to hold back. Like it says in Isaiah the 63rd chapter, the day of vengeance is in my heart, the year of my redeemer's come. So, hey, Yahushua, he cannot wait to destroy this place, because, and like the scripture say, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. This America, Babylon the Great, this is the wickedest kingdom on the earth. You want to find the wickedest place to visit? Come to America, man. Okay. Yeah, I forget what priest I was going to get. Slip my mind. Isaiah 47. That's what I was getting. Why y'all about Shah? This is Isaiah 47 and verse 1. It says, Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right, so Yahushua, he's coming with vengeance. Okay, he's going to take down our adversaries. Like it says, what, in Zephaniah, I believe the 3rd chapter, weigh upon me until I rise up to the prey. Right, so he's going to conquer the other heathen nations, their armies, their tanks, their fire jets, or whatever they have in their arsenal. Right? But that's what the Lord's coming for. He's coming with vengeance, man. And the Lord is pissed off. okay, as you other nations, man. Especially Esau, Edom, because you have ruled the earth in wickedness. You have fed the people wickedness. That's why they're so indulged in it, and especially our people, okay. But now Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to come with that swift judgment, okay. Like the scripture say in the book of Isaiah, I will sweep with the besom of destruction, right? So the lake of fire, right, which America is going to be a lake of fire, and it's going to sweep all throughout the land of America to destroy the kingdom of Esau, Edom. Okay? So remember, this is Esau's portion. This is his kingdom. It's his time to rule. Just like with the heathens, they had their time, and their kingdom had an expiration date. But Esau, Edom, and that's another thing too. Esau been ruling for a very long time, bro. Ever since the Greeks, right? The Romans. Okay, and then eventually Esau will come back to power in a Renaissance period. You see? So Esau, he been on top for the longest time. But he has a boundary that he cannot pass pursuant to the book of Job. Okay? The Lord has put a bound that he cannot pass. So, like, once his time is up, it's done for. Like it says in 2nd Ezra, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that forward. So that's what the Lord's going to come do. He's going to come to put a total end to you Edomites, man. Okay? Your kingdom. But right now, the Lord is using you to fulfill prophecy as of right now. Okay? The Lord is pretty much putting the pieces together. Okay? Because the Lord is the ultimate architect. Okay? This is his program. This is his movie that we're living in, man. Because Esau, Edom, okay, he don't know what he's doing. The Lord's just putting in his spirit, and really he was created to be the wicked. So even if he wants to, even if he don't want to, well, he's gonna push it out, but man, he can't do nothing about it. Let's go to go to Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Okay, so America, all right, will fall, right? Via the missiles and the chariots. That's going to do damages to Esau, Edom's kingdom. Okay, and we can see that America is deteriorating day by day, but also we're getting closer and closer, okay, to Yahushua delivering us, which of course starting with the elect within the nation of Israel, which Lord willing we're of that number. Okay, the remnant, the 144,000, the 1/3 of men, women, children that's going to come and return to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and repent in the latter days. find that scripture where it says, I beheld Satan fell as lightning. I'm trying to find that. I think it's in Luke. I know it's in Luke, but I can't think of the exact verse. But if I can't find it, it's all good. But you know, that's talking about Esau, because Esau, he's the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan on earth, ruling in wickedness. Okay. Let's go with Sirach 10. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such and one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth he casteth away his vows. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. Okay, so Esau, Edom, eventually he's going to be taking our rulership. What does scripture say in Proverbs? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So right now, the earth is mourning right now. Okay, the people, the animals, right? So because Esau, Edom, he's destroying the earth. He's destroying the earth, like it says in Revelation 6. We're talking about that red horse that took east from the earth, right? Because that's this Edomite. Okay, the elites that rule the earth, they got the resources, they got riches and land, these big mansions, right? So they're the ones that's in rulership that's causing these things to occur, like these oil spills, the plastic that's in the ocean, right? It's because of this devil Esau, Edom. The food is fake, right? Because Esau, Edom, he's all about death. He's all about wickedness, man. Okay? And that's why the kingdom, right, which Esau, Edom, he's ruling right now, but eventually his kingdom is going to be destroyed, and the kingdom of heaven will be fully established on earth. Okay? Let's get Isaiah. This is Isaiah 24 and verse 20. It says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. So going to the missiles, that's what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro. I believe it's Revelation the 11th chapter where it talks about that great earthquake. Right, so that's going to the missiles. That's what's going to cause the earth to shake. Right? Verse 21, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. Right? So you wicked elites, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, right? You're going to be punished, all right, by our Lord. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And of course, you're not going to go to the third heaven. Nah, you're going I believe it's Revelation 6 where it talks about the kings of the earth, the captains and the rich men. They're going to like I said, they're going to say it to the mountains, hide us from the wrath of the Lord. Just roughly paraphrasing. So you're going to have these bunkers that the elites, and the Edomites, they're going to hide in their bunkers, right? Because they do have these bunkers. You know, they have places where they build, and they're going to be like, okay, we're going to hide. Nah, because the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, or especially when the Lord had give us that spiritual power, hey, we're going to hunt you devils down, man. The fishers shall be turned to hunters, as the scripture states. But you're not going to get away, man, for what you have done to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, because your future is slavery. Okay, he that leading into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with a sword must be killed with a sword. So there's no escaping their judgment, man. Let's go to this is Job chapter 20 and verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Okay, ultimately, Esau, Edom, the wicked, okay, that the Bible speaks of, all right, Malachi, the first chapter, that goes into it, the border of wickedness, all right, that's your Edomites, okay, and eventually you will perish off the earth, all right, pursuant to the book of Obadiah, after you serve your sentence in hardcore slavery, okay? Because that's the future of you Edomites, man. Because right now, hey, you have been given this portion. You have the pattern to the earth, the sword. You conquer land masses. Right? You remove landmarks. You see, you did all these things to fulfill prophecy, man. Okay, and then Yahweh Shem Shai is going to come the time where the Lord is going to judge you. Okay, the Most High require of that which is past. Right. I read verse 8 again. It says, he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Okay? And just like I was going to earlier about the MOTV, in which Esau Edom, he's going to try to establish this New World Order. Okay? This New World Order, like the scripture's going to in Revelation 13th chapter, where it talks about the image of the beast. Okay, so Esau Edom, he's going to make it to where if you don't bow down to this beast system and take that MOTB, okay, the penalty of that is death, right? But we know that the elect of the nation of Israel, they're not going to take that, and because of famine, because of these catastrophic events that's going on the earth, a lot of people, they're going to comply. Because again, like I said earlier, Jake loves to eat, man. Okay, they don't fast, they don't pray. So when that time comes, when that famine hit, when they want to eat, because Jake got kids, they got children, they're hungry, they gotta eat, right? They gotta feed their families, right? They got jobs, but eventually that food access is gonna be taken away from them, and they're gonna look at the MOTB like, man, I gotta take it because I gotta feed my kids, they're hungry. And that's going to cause a lot of Israelites to bow down to this beast system, man. Okay? But we know that Yahweh Shem Shai is going to feed the elect, man. Because we believe, we have faith. A lot of these people here in America, they don't got faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. Especially the 2/3 that's over here in America. Right? You're like on to the heathens, man. Okay? You want to be joined with the heathens. Right? You want to make these agreements with them. And you don't turn back to the Lord. You didn't repent. Okay, so eventually you're gonna bow down to MOTB, and then you will be destroyed. We just hope that Yahweh Shem Shai don't allow us to take that MOTB. That the Lord give us a solid spirit to deny the charagma. Because that's going to be the ultimate test. Everybody's going to be presented with that device, man. It's just a matter of time. We're getting closer and closer to that full implementation of the MOTB. Because once again, you hear about CBDCs, the American dollar, it has no value. It's going to be completely, what's the word I'm looking for? American dollar is going to be obsolete. Okay? Because again, everything is going to go digital. And that's the plan for the wicked elites. But there's a scripture in Job where it says, their hands shall not perform their enterprise. And their enterprise is what? The New World Order. So Yahweh Shem Shai is going to get down on these devils. Okay, but the Lord's going to let them, build up for a certain period of time. And then Yahweh Shem Shai is going to bring that judgment. Okay? Yeah, that's not that though. This is Daniel 7. In verse 13 it says, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and tongues shall serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Going to what? The kingdom of heaven, right? Which is only given to the Israelites, okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that's what the Lord promised us, that we will be rulers, right? We're going to judge, right? You shall sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So we're coming to that time, and guess what? We're getting closer and closer to that, to the kingdom of heaven, right? But for right now, the prophecies, hey, they're unfolding, okay? Because like I was going to earlier about the plagues that's on earth, the famine that's on the rise, so on and so forth. So these things have to come before the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai is ushered in. You see? Esau, he has to come down on great wrath, as the scripture states in the Revelation of the 12th chapter, right? The ones that are going to be martyrs, a lot of death has to occur, a lot of mournings, the mirth being cut off, the partying, the clubbing, all that's going to be cut off here in America, okay? Because America is going down a downward spiral right now, and we already know why. Because Yahweh Shem Shai is the one that's causing America to just, pretty much fall apart slowly but surely. is Sirach chapter 25 and verse 7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10 I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And we're fastly approaching the time where the enemy is going to fall. The main enemy, the arch nemesis, Esau, Edom, the top heathens that's on the list. Psalms 83. The adversaries, the main adversary that we have is Esau, Edom, the Edomites, right? But we're coming to a time where we're going to see the fall of our enemies, man. Okay? Because we can see the nations riled up, the nations despise Esau, Edom, okay, America, and what they promote, right? Like how America, they put these sanctions and embargoes on these other nations, and that's why, like it says, the nations are mad. The nations are mad, man. That's why they're testing out these missiles. That's why they do these parades. They show off their nuclear capabilities, because they're prepared to shoot their missiles at America, man. Okay? And the Lord is just going to put the spirit on them to do it. Okay? But we're living in this time now, and that's what we're coming into. Okay? Because once again, heathens, they have military, they have missiles and stuff like that. But when Yahushua comes back with the chariots, hey, they're going to try to fight Yahushua. Esau, Edom, he's going to try to fight the Savior, our big brother, our Redeemer. But we're not going to prevail. That's in Revelation, the 12th chapter. Okay? That's also, you go to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter as well. I think where it says they were afraid, but yet there's fight. So, and the Lord's just going to put the spirit on them to fight. You know, they're going to have their tanks or whatever they have. And Yahweh Shema Shai just, hey, like I said, he's not going to lift up your sword, right? Roughly paraphrasing. Or no instrument of war. Okay? Because the Lord is going to smite the nations and their armies. But this is real quick. Revelation 19. Revelation 19 and verse 11. It says, and I saw heaven open, behold, so I can read that again. Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he do judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. So Yahushua, he's ready to conquer the heathens. Okay? That's what that's going into. Pretty much Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, alright, is going to smite the nations. Okay, and their military might. Right? Verse 13, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. He tried the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of almighty power. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Again, what is it? Isaiah 63rd chapter. The one that tried the wine press. Right, so, hey, Yahushua, he's coming with vengeance. Okay? To pretty much bring the end of Esau with the reign. Okay, and that's the time we're coming into. Okay? I'll end with that. Pretty much all the scriptures I got. But Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises, honor, and glory goes unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, many blessings unto the elect of the nation of Israel, men, women, children, Shalom.